Hey everyone, how's it going today? We are here and we're going to do leather. How many of you guys have these all over the place? Cords everywhere. They drive you crazy. We're going to make some nice little organizers to keep them looking neat and clean today. All right. So I'm Eileen Hull and I am here. My series is called Leather Crafting because we are crafters at the heart of it. I don't claim to be a leather craftsman. I'm just a leather crafter. And I really like this material. And I'm here with Realeather, who is a company that makes leather. And Jackie is in the chat here, and she's going to be helping out if we have any questions. So I have started out with 3 ideas, and then I came out with probably 10. So we're going to get to some of the tools that we're going to use, and also I am going to use some Sizzix dies to cut out the shapes. You don't have to. You could just cut a strip. You know, it doesn't have to be fancy. All right, let's see who's here. There's Charlotta. Hey, Sharon Betts and Isabel. What kind of leather do you have in Scotland, Isabel? Do you have good, Highland cow leather? I wonder. Hey, Liz. Hi, Leslie, Brenda. Hi, Rena and Elaine. Karen Gartland. How are you? Oh, there is Jackie.
Yes,
Right.
that was me.
Yeah, there's Diane. Hey, Kaylin. Beatrice, good to see you back. Hi, Lori. You're off work. That's good. All right. Well, let's get going on this. Okay. So I actually ran out of cords. I had so many ideas that I ran out of cords. So what I want to do is we're going to use some new tools today, and I will tell you of my adventure with the snap setter because it did not go well. And I went through about 10 sets of snaps, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Well, it turns out there are 4 pieces to it, and you have to put them together just so. So I have some tips on how to do that. Also, we have a giveaway today, and we are going to be giving away one of these snap setters. As you can see from my background, I will not be breaking into song. I still am organizing my studio, and that's why I put up this fake background, because you would not like seeing all the junk. It's coming along, but it's taken a while. So let's just get going on this. All right, I need someone to play the background for music. That would be fun. All right, I am going to go ahead and just put down my camera, and we're going to get going here, okay? And I'm going to show you the ones that I did, and then we can, go through and make them, okay? The first one that I want to show you, actually, is made just using one piece of this cording. It's called craft lace, and it comes in a lot of different colors. You have your black, red, and gray, the basics, the neutrals, and then you get into like autumn colors. So every color pretty much. And of course, you know my favorite one. I have 2 of these because I like this one. Also, I made like a little cord catcher actually for this, because leather is not like ribbon where you can tuck it in behind the other one and it'll stay. So I actually used this method to hold in my all the cords on my cording. So basically how it works is it depends on how big you want your cord, to hold how much, is to be put inside this. So let's say we wanted to do that. This is a slip knot, and you're just gonna, squeeze this, and it will adjust to the, am I pulling the right one? Sometimes you can't tell which one is the one that stays and one is the one. Anyway, it'll work like this. So let's go ahead and I'll just show you how to make that first because that's so super easy and you don't need anything except a piece of cording. And you could get fancy and you could use a bead or something, which I did put on here for it to be pretty. And then I also thought that would help it, and it actually does help it to stay there. You know, once you get it set, then it holds it there. And it's pretty. So you know, that's something too. So you can do a small size, or you can do, I still have my Band-Aids on. On the wrong end, like this. So you can adjust it. So let's just do one and get this going here. So I think I'll do a green because I have aqua one. I did a little aqua one, but let's do a fairly long one. I'm just gonna do extra so you can see. So I'm just cutting this to whatever length, and you're not gonna believe how easy this is. You're just gonna take your end and basically make a knot around the string that's underneath. Like that. That's it. And then it pulls, and you know, so you can put it in and then tighten it. I would go ahead and tighten this knot because it does get loose. I leave a little bit on the end just so if it decides to kind of come out, you have something to grab. Okay, who else do we have? You've seen cording in local independent stores. Oh, that's good, Isabel. So you have access. You got a pack of leather scraps. Good, good. Hey, Tanya. Hi, Linda Cooper. Who else is here?
Everybody's here today.
All right, good. Hi, Claire. All right, so this is cord catcher number 1, okay? And we're just using cord for the cord. All right, now I'll show you the other ones, and then we'll get into the tools. This one is an old bookmark that I had, and I had embossed it. And all I did was I opened it up, and you can see I had to trim it off because I made a mistake, so I made it a little shorter. This is one of the bigger cords. This is the one to my computer, an extra one. So all I did here was I punched 2 holes with my leather punch, and I actually went through 2 layers, and that helped line it up just perfect. And then I took some leather cording and I just looped it through, tied an overhand knot at the end, and then used this to slip that down, okay? So it's just kind of this tidy little thing, and you can grab it, and it, you know, it's not trying to pop out. I really like this one. It's a little bigger than the other ones that I did. All right, then this is another version of it, but I used a snap. And we are going to go ahead and make one with a snap. But look at this, how beautiful it is. This is, oh, I was a little off here, but I got better. All right, so this is some goat that is embossed. Let me bring this down. Oops. No, it doesn't want to stay. Where's the duct tape? I'm moving, guys, so I may have a different setup. I may not be at my little desk after this. But anyway, here's the snap. And these are really sturdy. If you get them right, they're good. Okay, so that's one. This was a piece of leather that I had from, I had done the geometric box, and it was cut into a triangle. And I thought, I'll just put a snap here and a snap here, put it in the middle. You can wrap it around. And I did go a little crazy with the snaps once I got a hold of, I got the message on how to do it. Here's another one, just simple. This is just a scrap that I cut little notches in. And if I did it again, I would put these up a tiny bit because I don't like that they're so close to that, but they work fine. You know, so it's all going to be about how big is your cable that you want to hold. Yes, Jackie, there is a giveaway today. Yes, make sure you're following Realeather on all the platforms, and you're going to get a snap setter kit. Also, I wanted you to say in the comments here, what is your favorite Realeather product that you have seen so far in any of our videos? All right, here is another one. Now, this is the button
stud.
Button stud. I see. I'm used to calling these hitches because they're in craft terms, they're hitch posts or hitch fasteners. Yes. All right. Somebody had a question. Upcycling old leather jacket. Ooh. Will you get a lot of leather, Kaylin? Do you wear it a lot? Hi, Milo. Hey, Janine. You like snap. You think the snaps make your projects look professional. That's true. I agree. All right, so that's one. And then here's another one. And this is another snap because, as I said, I'm just showing off now. But this is a nice one because you can kind of wrap the cord around it. Sharon, they have them on Amazon. Jackie, is there a source for the UK?
Well, I am double checking because I know we have plenty of customers overseas.
Okay.
I'm looking to see if I've got any crafters in the UK. If I don't, I do have a supplier out of Norway, but they ship all over the EU and Great Britain and all that fun stuff. So give me 1 second and I will get you something, Sharon.
All right. Okay, so you can see there are a variety of sizes, leathers, degree of decor. You can use anything, really. So once you have those tools down, you can be whipping these out. I mean, you could sit down in an afternoon, go through your scrap pile. That's what I did. And what I did was I cut a bunch of bases. So these are from the journal, these 3 little pieces. It's nice if you don't have to, you know, try to measure and use your cutter and all that. This is a tag. I hadn't tried that before. I thought this would be a nice shape. You know, we could put the snap or one of them here. You know, that'd be for small, maybe earbuds or something. Here's another bookmark. So I thought maybe we could emboss something. This one, I thought maybe we should just cut a strip and start with basics. If you don't have a die cut machine, you can just take your little healing mat here and line this up and just take your ruler. And actually, I've been using my Sizzix cutting pad because I always have one nearby, and it gives a nice edge. So I'm just going to line that up here and take my, wait a minute, maybe I need the blade. I haven't replaced the blade. Let's see how it's cutting today. The trick about this is to hold down, like if you can. This is long, but I like to press it onto that and here so that it stays. And you're just gonna, you know, take as many strokes as you need, go just nice and light. And this is pretty, it's already embossed. And this I think you can get in Michael's and all those stores.
Yes, in black and brown. And with that particular leather too, if you're having a hard time cutting through it, put it embossed side down and cut through the back.
Aha, okay.
Because then you can put more pressure through and it won't really.
Oh yeah, bump along. Okay, get it. All right, well, good tip. We could like round the corners if we wanted and all that, but let's just use this for our, which one should we do first? What I did was, because I kept getting them all messed up, all the pieces, I put all the snaps. Here's my little kit. I put that in one bag. I have my instructions here. So let's just go for the snaps. All right. And then I have, these are mostly one side of it because I got that down, but then it turned out I was using the wrong side. I had to start a whole new process of doing it right. And the other thing is, on this one, I used a hammer, and this is like a little steel block that I have. It's for doing, well, something like this, you know, keep having a nice sturdy background, but I have it from my, you know, when I do my stamping, metal stamping. So here we have our nice handy dandy little instruction booklet. So, well, it's just a paper, but I put it in here so I didn't get it dirty, but it's glaring. So, all right, so you're going to see, here's your leather in the middle. There's this little anvil, okay? Then there is a piece that looks like that, and a piece that looks like that. So the stud and the post. So let's get that out. So what I did was I separated them so I know that I have the right pieces together. That was my big trick, because I was swearing, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It was not pretty. I did about 10 in a row, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why can I not do this? Well, I had put the wrong combination together. So I am telling you, keep an eye on that, because that will mess you up. Now I have my Band-Aids close at hand in case I get more bleeding. I was moving a shelf and I cut myself. That I don't know how I did. It's dangerous cleaning. All right, so we're just going to get the two that we need, which is one that sticks up. That's the post. And then the stud is the other thing. Okay, so let's just do this one first. All right. The other thing I did was I had one of them upside down, which is not good. All right, what we're going to do is we take the post and we put that in this little well here. We don't really need it on this one because this is so it doesn't flatten, or, you know, this cap here. If we were to bang that right on here, it would flatten the cap, and this little thing is domed, so it helps it to, you know, stay. But I'm going to keep it in here because I need to practice using this piece. All right. The other thing that we have to do is we have to poke a hole in our leather. So this is pretty thick, but maybe it will punch through 2 layers. Let's see. If not, it'll just at least make a mark, and then we can poke it through again. The smaller the hole that you poke, the better, I think, because it will sit in there nicer and not jiggle around. All right, let's see. Yeah, it did it. Look at that. Amazing. Oh, by the way, I have 6 more of the power punches in my Etsy shop if you need one. And you do. If you're going to do leather, you really need to have a good tool like that. Okay, so that's perfect. All right, so one end, what we want is for this end to match up with that one, and boop, they snap together, all is well. So I'm going to take this end and I'm going to put the hole here. Can you guys see okay? Oh, thanks, Glum. Hey, Glum, I didn't know you were here. I know you said Thursdays were hard. Okay.
I snuck in.
Oh, that's good. Good, good. All right, now this this little piece here doesn't go that way. It goes like this when you look at it. See how this bigger part sitting on the bottom? That's how you want to put it on here.
Everybody does need a power punch.
Yes. Okay, now you've got that in there. You just want to make sure this is sitting right on your little dome thing. And then you take this piece, and if you look at it, you can see it's like, it's not focusing right, but it's gonna flatten out that little piece in the middle, and it's gonna secure the 2 layers together, okay? So what I do, this is a heavy hammer. You're gonna give it and you're gonna kind kind of move this around a little bit. And what you're doing is sealing those edges down. Let's see. Some people give it a lot of taps, but look at, I think that looks pretty good. If you hear it kind of jingling, that means you didn't get it. But see how that's all kind of flattened in the middle there? How much is a Power Punch? I think they're like $15 or $16. Thursdays are completely impossible when they're not. Well, I'm glad you're here, Glum. Okay, so here is our other bag. This has the cap and the socket. So let's take a look at this and get one of each out so we don't confuse them, because there's 4 pieces you have to have in order to make this work. All right, so now we're going to take the cap, because that's the piece we don't want to get, you know, dented. And that's also got a little thing projecting up, and we're going to stick that in there like that. And then we're going to take this one and we're going to have it so the open part is to the top. And we're just going to place that on there. Okay. And take our little punchy thing. And let's make sure it's kind of centered. And I'm going to do the same thing. It wasn't down all the way. See? Yeah, let me get another one. See how that's gapping like that? This started to kind of mushroom before I had to have them close together. So let that be a lesson. One of the many that I will give you today on all of the mistakes that I made.
Snaps can be tricky.
Yes,
they really can be.
Agree with that. But once you get it, there's also a gadget that just like you go and it smushes it down and you got it. So that might be something. If you were doing a lot of these, like if you did a lot of bracelets or something, you know, you might want. So I'm going to hold that there this time to make sure that it's stays where I want it. Hopefully not smash my hand in the process. Yeah, that's good. And then I'm going to just kind of go around in a little circle here, because you want them to stay together. You don't want the pieces coming apart. Yeah, that looks good. Nice and sturdy. Now watch this. Why is that not going? That one seems a little loose. Huh. Why is that not snapping? It kind of is. Maybe I didn't do it down all the way. That one seemed like it was. It does take a little. What do you think? No, it should be good. Let me just try this one again too. I'm just going to. All right, let's try it now. Yeah, there we go. All right, one of them was not pounded in enough, so just make sure you know, smush it in. All right. So this would be for like a big cord, like an extension cord or something like that. This is a big one. You could, if you wanted, you know, you could do 2 layers of it and then snap and then unsnap that one and have a bigger. But whatever you want to do. All right. So there's that one. So do you guys have any questions? There's another dead soldier. I had a whole bag of them. I saved them. And I have failed projects, which I will not burden you with. But it takes a little practice, I will say. But it's worth it because a snap is handy. I came up with these really cool ideas. And then I realized, oh, that's not going to work because I can't get the cord inside, you know? That was one of the reject ideas. it's still, it's, you know, just take a look at the scraps that you have and, you know, figure out how they can be. This was a label from the journal die, and I just put one on each side. See, this was a good snap. All right, it's because I was in front of people. Okay, so this is cool. Somebody's going to win it. So I hope you're putting your comments in. Okay. So the next one I want to do, oops, put my parts together. That one has 2 sets now. Okay, this is a tag, and I hadn't done one like this, but I was thinking that's a good shape. You know, this is with the goat. I was also thinking maybe I would emboss something just for fun, because that makes it look pretty. Now this one, I use the button stud. I cut 2 labels, and this one is a rivet, so it'll rotate. So if you want to wrap your cord around it and then take this and put that over it and snap it down, that's kind of cool, you know, and it's pretty. And that's got embossing. So let's emboss this one just for the heck of it. You guys know how to die cut. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I have one ready to go. Let's do this. This one is that shape, actually. And I had just a small scrap of this brown, which I haven't used, but this is a nice real leather. This hiding along with the other million items in my craft room. How are you guys doing on the organizing? I'm just going to bring it back because it's easier to see. So look at this. Steel rule dies. Yes. All right, let's cut 2 of them. I like that shape. I thought that was nice for a cord because you can kind of wrap it. I think this will be really pretty embossed, don't you?
Oh yeah. And yes, you all of you who are saying if you spray it with water first, it will emboss better.
Yes.
That is a thing. You can always just run leather through if you're just doing something quick and simple.
Yeah.
But yes, the water helps stretch out those fibers.
Yeah, in fact, yeah. Let's just give it both sides. All right, and this is the key folder. Let's see what we're looking at here. Well, I think you'll figure, oh, there's a key right in there. Okay, so we're going to take just the platform, the folder, and one more cutting pad. These come out so cool. I think they really look pretty professional. Now this is pretty heavy leather, so it takes a little muscle. But depending on the depth of the leather, you might have to fiddle with the plates a little, but I mean, oh, look at this. Isn't that pretty?
Nice.
All right, let's let this dry for a minute. These are keys from my
And that is also an option.
What, letting it dry?
She says that, a big old tub full of leather scraps, and she'd use a knife and cut strips and then add studs. That works too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's basically what we did with this one. Just cut a strip, put a little snap. But yeah, you could do the button stud because the reason I like them is, you know, I could use the rivet here to turn it. It's not like, and then just close it. I don't know. I like these. These are, what else did I do one? I thought I had another one. Oh, anyway.
And the other thing too, when you use leather, because my brother uses it for cable management, and he's got computers and gaming consoles and the whole 9 yards. Because leather is a natural surface,
Yeah.
it will also absorb some of that heat that those cords can give off. So
That's good.
it won't melt the leather like it could a zip tie.
Oh, that wouldn't be good.
That would not be good.
Ooh,
So
I didn't think of that. All right, well, here is my. You put these away. Trying to be good. Okay. It's our snap. So this one, we're going to use two different things. We're going to use the rivets and the buttonhole punch kit and studs. All right, like these. So they come with them. So you just have to decide what color. Oh. So all you need for this are the two pieces. And we do need to punch a couple holes. I think I'll do this little brass one from here. Okay. And what I'm going to do, it's got some stuff. So maybe I'll go to this side and that side. I think we're using the right side of the leather because this looks a little furry, but I kind of like the look of that too. This is really raised. You know, this folder is really detailed. All right, yeah, and you can see the key. Looks like I debossed it, but that's fine. So you're just going to match them up how you want them. And I wonder if I could do the button stud through two layers. What do you think, Jackie? It's a lot of pounding, yeah? All right, it might be a little noise.
Yeah, well, and the other thing too with the buttonhole punch that you're using, that's more for the top of the button stud, so you can go in and out with it.
Right.
For your post that where you just need to put the post through, that can just be a regular hole punch.
Oh. Actually, I'm thinking I want the rivet for the back one. For the buttonhole stud, I only need one side done.
Yeah, because so like if you look in that pillow pack on the back of the instructions, just because that's what I can see easily. So see how the hole has that little keyhole drop? That you really only need to use on whatever side you're going to put over the button stud.
Yes. Okay, got it. Yeah. So I'm gonna do the bottom piece, which is right here. So let's just say I'm gonna eyeball that in the center. And this is to put the stud through. Okay. Or the bottom of this piece.
Yep.
I'm off a little.
Yep. And then what I would do is when and then when you go to kind of mark where the other side is, sometimes I take a pen or whatever I happen to within grabbing distance, and then I'll use that the buttonhole maker on the other side.
Yeah. So here we're kind of lining up where it's gonna fall.
Yep.
I probably should have done the well, it doesn't matter. All right, let's see. Do I have a white marker? I don't know if this is gonna show up.
Yep, and you can also add an eyelet for a hang hole if you'd like to do that too.
I can do, yeah.
Cord keepers are very, very versatile.
Yeah. Oh, I love them. Come on, white pen. Nothing. Yeah. I don't know if it's still maybe a little wet.
That could be.
There we go. All right. And that's going to go in the center of my stud.
Yep.
Now, would you put the little slit towards the inside? I didn't really leave a lot of room here, but in general, would you go with that on the pointing the inside or the outside?
For me, it depends for personal preference, right? So, for me, it kind of depends on what I'm going to use the thing for. Sometimes I'll put it towards the inside of the project. Sometimes I'll put it out toward either like the left or the right, depending on how I think I'm going to use that the most. But again, I mean, it's personal preference. If you go toward the inside of the project, that's a little bit more forgiving, because if you needed to restrike the hole, you still have more leather to put if you put it on the outside.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'm gonna go for this.
Yeah, go for it.
What the heck? I might have it. Also, the thing that I learned was, there we go.
Yep.
When you're doing the snaps, you want a very hard surface. When you're doing the buttonhole stud thing, you want a kind of something that can take impact,
Yeah. So you're cutting mat, a spare piece of wood. Yeah. Any of that.
Yeah, a spare piece of wood would be good. Yeah. See, that fits. Perfect. Okay. Hallelujah. All right. And then for the rivet, we're just going to want to punch one hole through both of them because they're going to match up. And I'm going to use the same one, and it should work because it accepted the both layers. So I'm going to do that and just, okay. Look at that. I mean, I love this thing. Guys, if you get anything, get that because it's very satisfying. All right, now let's get our rivets out. Now, I hope I have, I don't have the,
what don't you have?
I don't have, I can't find, I have it, but I'm just going to have to open another one. The tool with the little top thing that's.
The anvil?
No, the little punch thing.
Oh,
I don't know what you call it.
The setter.
Actually, I'll know the setter. As soon as I open this, I'll know the name. All right. Oh, yes. Okay.
I was going to say the bottom of that should be taped, so if you didn't want to try to kill your fingers.
Oh, the bottom?
Yep.
Oh, is not taped, or it is?
No, it is, but it's easier to open.
Yes, it is. Well, now I did this one, so that's all right. I got it. All right, so this also comes, I think the anvil is the same, probably.
Yep, the anvil's the same. We put that in our eyelet kit, our rivet kit, and our two snap sizes.
Okay. So this one has a domed top and a flat top. I'm going to use the domed. Kaylin, I got the zipper mesh bags on Amazon, like a ton of them for cheap. I do everything. I love these things, especially if you're trying to organize. They have like a big one that's, this is what I keep my leather scraps in. It's monster. And then they have like an 8x10 or 9x12 and, all different ones. So I got like a selection. You used to have cats on occasion who apologize to students because the cats have been testing their stuff. Homework books. Uh-oh. That's like the dog ate the homework. So it's all right. You will be happy to know there's only two pieces to the rivet. The cap and the
post.
Is there? The post.
The one side.
Oh, it's in a separate bag. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, we kind of do that on purpose.
Yeah. All right. Good idea. This might be. Okay.
And there are 2 sizes.
Yeah, I see. That was something I was using bigger ones, and it just looked too much for the project. Oh yeah, see, I used the one color and this color. You know what? It's for holding cords. I don't care. But if I was doing it for a gift, I would try to coordinate this and that. And I did use the same on this one. You know. So on here, these are pretty easy too, but let's look at our instructions. So they say to take your anvil, rivet post, that's the one with this little thing sticking up. Put that down, and then the leather, and then the cap on top. So let's do that. That seems to be a good size hole. That is 2.5.
Yeah, that one is probably the one that we use the most internally as well.
Yeah, good to know. All right, so you just have to fit the cap on top of this post here. And you want to make sure you get it straight when you do like hammer down straight, or it'll go crooked. Another thing, ask me how I know. All right, and then we're just putting the domed part on top of the rivet, and then giving it a little. And there we have our little cord catcher. You know, this could also be like a keychain if you had, well, maybe it's a little.
Oh, but it could be. Could be a keychain. It could also be like a ponytail holder thingamajig.
Oh, cute. It could. It's neat. And that holds a pretty good size, but it also can kind of flatten and, you know, it's not. All of these back. I'm trying to be organized. Okay. So let's look at what else we have here. Mainly, I wanted to show you how these gadgets work because I don't know about you. I don't like to read instructions. I don't like to have to follow a lot of things. I want to know intuitively, how does this thing work? And honestly, they're not, you just have to practice. But I am so pleased to know how you do it, that it's worth a little bit of practicing and paying attention to the details. I'm telling that for myself. It's true. And yeah, like Jackie said, they come in different sizes. And oh, I think I used the wrong one. Oh, that's the idea.
And there are several colors, whether the rivets are from us or from one of our friends in the industry.
Yeah,
there's brass and antique brass and nickel and gold and blue and the same color that's on your jeans.
Yeah.
So
I know. I love it. Well, you have choices. That's nice.
Yes.
All right. So what would you guys like to see? You have any what did you teach? Oh, do you teach classes, Jackie?
I don't, but I haven't ever ruled it out. If I do, I will probably do so over on the Purple app, and it'll probably be more hang out. Here, I'm going to make stuff. You can either make along or ask questions, that kind of thing.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
But yeah. Because I am one of those people who likes to do the easy type crafts. So it's like, oh hey, I made this.
I know.
But it wasn't overly complicated.
Yeah, those are always good. See, this could be a nice little one. That'd be easy to wrap. This is a tag. This is the one from the journal. This is a good one. Can I show you that one? Oh, maybe
that one that you have from your journal, you could put a key ring through the hole, add a button stud, and now you have an on-the-go, like, earphones wrap
yeah.
if you still have corded earphones.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. This I use the bookmark, but yeah, same thing.
Yep.
Just
Yeah, and if any of you make any of this stuff, I mean, you can always post it and tag Eileen, but tag us too,
yeah.
um, because we always love to see what everybody's doing, because that helps us come out with other new, different
Yeah, you see
things for you guys.
before and oh, here's one that kind of failed. This was a little flower that I had. And then I put lacing on here and I thought, oh, you could do it and just pull it, but I didn't have like a latch thing to hold it. So I'm still thinking about that. But I would say just take, and what I did was I took a bunch of like pieces scraps that I had, and I just cut them. And then I have them to work on them when I have the time. This is a journaling card, but I bet that would work. And this might be nice for like the earbud ones to like protect them a little bit, like a
Oh yeah.
little purse kind of. And you could stitch these. You can stitch them on your machine. You could make
Yeah.
like cute little, like a little case for them. Maybe a
Oh
little
yeah.
Velcro. Well, I don't know about Velcro, but some kind of catch, magnet, snap, you know. So, I mean, the thing is, when you can make all those things out of scraps, that's just fun. But also, while I'm thinking about it, I did get a whole piece of goat. I have 6 of these. So if you guys have the need and you want to play with the goat, it's very nice and thin and a very nice quality. I haven't listed it yet, but I'm gonna. Today my daughter showed up, Susie came over. She's gonna help me with the basement. And my daughter brought the baby, so we were all playing with the baby. And at 3:15, I came down here. Luckily, I'd done much of it ahead of time. But
Leslie, that entirely depends on what size hole you poke in the leather to stitch with.
that's good. We used to make bracelets with the long and embossed one. You think videos are easier to understand? Yeah, when you can watch somebody doing it, yeah. What size needle one would use for leather? They have them, and I don't have them out here. They're a little thicker, and some of them have like a an interest
Prongs.
needle. Yeah, like the head to it is different.
Yeah, those are typically for our calf lace, because our calf lace
Okay.
is a weird texture. So those prongs help grip the lace to so you can hand sew.
Okay.
But yeah. But Eileen, I think you need to show them the extra goodie that I sent you.
I can't find it, Jackie. It's here somewhere.
Well, so now the chat can totally guilt you into it on one of your other streams. But I sent Eileen a present for all of you, because I know you all love purple.
I know, and the lady came to clean, and I don't know what she did with it. I had it on the stairs to come down here, and also there's boxes everywhere, so it could be sitting right in front of me, and I can't see it. Yes, there's a beautiful piece. It's 2 pieces of purple leather. It's dark purple, very pretty.
Yeah.
I apologize, Jackie. It's
okay.
Right here, because I know I was like, oh, I need to use that on Thursday. And it may be buried under. Who knows? It will show up the minute I get off the live. I'm pretty
probably.
Sure.
But yes, I will make sure that Eileen has all the info that she needs, so that if you all would like to get you some purple.
Sounds like they're saying, yeah.
I see that. So that particular purple leather, I will let you all know the details on it now.
Yeah.
It is a cowhide. And it is also a finished leather. So you don't have to stain it. It will probably take one of your embossing folders, or at least a deboss anyway.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do anything to it. So you can make what you're making and be done.
That's nice. Yeah. It's already colored and
Yep.
Everything.
If you have a Hobby Lobby by you, like those of you in the chat, I know some of you overseas, but if you have a Hobby Lobby near you, they may still have some in their stores. They're in a weird order pattern right now. But I will make sure that Eileen gets all the info so y'all can get purple leather and play with it.
We will order some. I know you guys will have fun with that. We could have some kind of contest or something. Purple. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna now don't forget, if you want to be part of the giveaway and you want to win that snap setter, right in the chat, and we want you to follow Realeather on the social channels if you could do that.
Yep.
Haven't already. I think we did that for the first couple, but
yep.
I would like to know what you guys think is your favorite product that we've used today. Let's just say that. All right, I'm making one of those little. I'm obsessed with these. I just think they're fun because, I mean, how easy is that? A little tiny piece of lace, and then we do the little, and you could even tie this onto like your keychain or something, or your computer or zipper pull, or I don't know, so that you keep it with the appliance, or the device.
Go ahead with your question, Kayleen. I will do my best to answer it.
Oh.
If not, I will get you an answer. But yes, I do know some things about some deer skin and deer hide.
Tell us, yeah. What do you want to know, Caitlin? So here's another little. Put it on there. Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Can really go to town with this stuff. The punch is your favorite, Karen? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Susan is trying to catch on 2 times speed. You like the pretty colored lacing. I do too. It is very pretty and handy. You can braid it. You can do all kinds of stuff. I want to do one that is all lacing because I think that would be cool. A video. What would you guys like to see? Do you want to see a project? Yeah. Tell us what you want to see. Hole puncher. Yes, you have used it. They are easy. The snap setter does look good, Sharon. You're into the jewelry and you work with metal, so you probably get it right off the bat. But look at how that stays.
Oh, it's yeah.
Like purse. You could trim that. Tighten up the knot though before you. Look at that. It's adorable. It'd be a good one for like your phone charger. Let's see if it works. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the one I would? Yeah, see, you would have to put it in already bundled up for this to close over it. Because I was thinking you could, well, I guess you could do that. But you'd have to feed it through. That'd be kind of a pain. So what I would do is just do this and then squish it. Yes, I like that too, Janine, that you can get the nice texture on it. It looks so much fancier like that. All right, well, this is a little small, but actually I should have made this bigger. But for like the earbuds, this might be fine. You know? I mean, the point is to contain it, and that's pretty good. But I would probably do a longer one for this phone cord. I have ones that are skinnier. But I don't know where it is. I hope I can find everything in the end. So guys, do you have any questions about any of this stuff? See, that's a skinnier cord. That would work better.
Let's see. Susan.
Okay.
We actually do, over on our YouTube channel, we do have the rose sculpting kit how-to video. So you can go ahead and watch that. It's a little bit different of a technique. It's more leather sculpting. but we do have that over there. For those of you who are wondering, we are at Realeather, 1L, on all of the places. Uh, so feel free to
It's like,
find us over there.
look at that. Look at that.
Da-da-da.
Ta-da. Ta-da. Sign up, guys.
So, Kaylin, your question about the hides. If you got them tanned, that is then that leather is ready to be used. So real leather, spaces between those words, just means that it came from an actual animal. Deer, cow, buffalo, fish, any of those.
Wow.
So it's, vegan leather is just plastic. Pleather is plastic. So you can go ahead and use that deer hide like you would the goat. It may behave a little bit differently, so always test what you want to do on a little scrap or a little corner that you cut off to make sure that it does what you want it to. But as long as it has been tanned properly, you are good to go. And yes, there is fish leather.
Yeah. How do you do that?
I have no idea. One of our friends in the industry had fish hides for a little bit, and it wasn't cow print, or it wasn't cowhide printed to look like fish. It was fish.
Wow. And
Yep.
what did it look like?
Oh, it looked like fish right after you fished it, but before you cooked it for dinner.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, that's
So
something.
that is what I said.
Okay. All right.
But yes, for those of you who are interested in the leather sculpting or those flower kits that you probably have seen in some of the big box stores, we do have those videos up on our YouTube now. So feel free to head over there. Please comment on those if there's something you don't understand, that kind of thing. That only helps us help you.
Yeah. Good. All right, guys. All these things are possible, plus what you come up with. So if you come up with any cool versions of this or pieces of dies or ways to use any of these tools together, let me know. Post them in the fan club or wherever you want, or like Jackie said, post them over on their page. I'm sure they would love to see them, or post on both.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, these are fun. I mean, I really got into it. I should have been cleaning, and I was like making all these things.
Well, you are cleaning, but I'm sure you have a boatload of cords, so it's a tool to help you later.
Yes, I do have a lot of cords, and they drive me crazy. They're all over the place. They're a mess. So yeah, and I'm thinking for gifts, like who would not need this? Everybody could use the cord, or even if you got them like like another lightning cord or something that you use all the time, and one of these to go with it, or a charger or something. Like we did a Kris Kringle thing at Christmas, and a couple of the kids wanted the chargers, like the battery pack things.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
It would be nice to give like a little cord thing. All right, guys. I am not able to see the comments. I got the little spinning wheel. I don't see anything. You see?
I've got them.
Okay.
A lot of interesting comments about fish leather. But Laura, I saw your Aldi quarter keepers. Totally great idea. I may steal that. And yep, Susan, actually one of the things that we are working on internally is to try to come up with a kit for AirPods or other Bluetooth headphone earbud things. But if you guys beat us to it, that's totally cool. We love seeing what everybody comes up with. it kind of helps us see what colors, what things people are interested in.
Yeah.
And it helps us do the things.
That's good.
So,
yeah, these I kind of kept just plain leather. I mean, but obviously this would be beautiful and put like luster wax on it, or even, spritz it with a color, or, any of these things you could do with color. But I kind of think just the leather is pretty too, So I'm surprised.
and thank you, Sharon. I will take a look at that. Probably not on the current rig that I'm using, but I will look at it and see what I can do to help you.
Okay. All right. I lost the comments again. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. My computer is probably looking at my room going, it can't work like this. I'm going to find that purple letter, and it's probably going to be today, but I will post a picture of it in the group. And then maybe you tell me how many of you want it, and then I'll know how many to tell Jackie that we need to get. Okay?
Yep.
All right.
All right, y'all. Have a wonderful evening.